Firmament is a interesting race. It is basically built around one concept of political campaign of pacifism. In the start of the game, they have one of these on Malice and one of these on a random planet. Let's put it there, and then the basic thing is that they do a political campaign by placing a flag on the planet, and then the next turn they can overthrow the planet's government and make it into a peaceful non-military zone, which they of course control. Chink. And that is the basics. The small details is here. It costs 1 influence to place the flag there. Then the conversion costs 2 influences. And of course it's free. If there is no units there, it doesn't cost any extra trade goods. But if there are units there, we can place trade goods on the planet, or actually on this scale here. Trade goods there, and then we can. And then when we have enough trade goods, we do the revolt, and then the units fight. And if we win, we get the planet. If we lose the flag, of course. There are some. There are immunities, Megathorax, Home Systems, Bocrunus, Munalu, and Trecht, and all external action card immune races. But and then they are, but tyrannical races, we get doubled the amount of units for our trade goods. So because Sölletnev and the Sarnaknar and Mahakt, because those are the tyrannical ones. Oh, and actually the dragons as well. Yeah. The other thing that they are good at is secret. But yeah. This is a bit of a hard one to explain because we have stuff that happens after the flip. But I will not talk about them because it's a spoiler thingy. So I will only tell what everyone knows. We are a peaceful race. We have the pacifism law in the beginning, and the pacifist abilities we place them on units, and then we cannot build those units, but we get the things every cleanup, and we place one of these every turn on every cleanup. So eventually we don't have any units on the board. We start with a flagship and just 4 infantry. The backstory said that we took this and then we took this with military might, but we took this with a political campaign, so it's in line with that one. But we actually have 4 techs that we can take. The Firmament spray, any planet loses all of their resources and influences if we blockade them. The drought preparation, we get the crash the bank law and place it on this card, and this gets flipped on the flip. And there's another thing that are down there. The neural parasites, we can pay 1 trade good to have a race place 2 infantry on any planet on the map, then fight if needed, and this also gets flipped. But of course we probably usually use it that we ask, because we cannot place it is written so that we cannot place infantry on any planet, so we encourage fighting with this tech. And the third one is the fortified pacifism. It requires 3 green and yellow, so it requires much. Other races cannot use political action cards to take our planets, because when the Firmament is in play, it is really important for other people to try to get the non-military zone planets, and the only way to do is that with political action cards. But in the end game, when we have 3 yellows and 3 greens, we can we stop them from doing that. Okay, then our agent has the obsidian, and we cannot sell the obsidian relic. So the obsidian does the relic does that. The agent can do 3 things, and so the agent does. You can place 1 trade good on a planet where we have a political campaign. So on this track, so we place three trade goods on the track per turn, and that is really a good agent. Of course, it flips when the flip happens. The other thing is, we don't have a commander because we are pacifistic, so that's understandable. And the hero is the same. It has some, but it flips on the flip. The wiper hull, we actually don't have any other. So this is the after the flip thing, but we can still build them if we need to build them. We have two other political agenda thingies that we can do with the pacifistic things. We have the Black Ops, which actually gives us. If we give, it actually is weirdly written, but if we give 1 note and 4 trade goods to a race, then we can place one of their tokens on one of these cards, and they of course get turned on the flip, and we do not know what it or no one knows what it does. It's random, but it gives us of course political benefits when we do the flip. The other thing is malevolence. At cleanup, give this to a race in a senate. Not us. They must give the Firmament 1 note or discard 3 influences. And in the beginning, of course, no one can have the possibility of discarding 3 influences. So they give us notes in the beginning, and that's good because we need to have political alliances and stuff like that. So that is the game. It is really interesting and nice because but quite simple. We have to just check how many infantries and stuff there is on the board, and where we place our political campaigns to get them to join us. And then when they join us, they are peaceful. We can use our flagship to take a few systems in the beginning, but and we can even build more units if we want, but usually we use them for placing trade goods on the track, and that's it. If you want to play a peaceful race, add what else? Nothing else. That's it. There's a nice flip happening thing in the end game. Of course, when you start to play this, you can read the flip thing is so that you know, and you have and the backstory tells about it as well. Yes, bye.